Aloha, John, and all. This is Gay with my dark glasses and usually I wear these from this concussion, but that's way too tall. So I can just share a few thoughts as a historian of 86 years old now about this wonderful convention you're putting on. And I am just so thrilled about the theme of this conference of interconnectivity and cooperation and the collective sort of evolution of our field together. And certainly compared to 30 years ago, 25, when I moved here, I tried to bring together a group from all these different licenses. I came from the center in California with Rogers, where we had all licenses and unlicensed and anthropologists and bioethicists and different people all meeting together every week. And it was so rich for 30 years, and I think that continues to some degree today. But so I wanted to see if we could create that here in Hawaii, and invited a lot of people to do this. But it wasn't the time, and there wasn't a readiness, I think, to integrate boundaries and borders and so on. I'm just delighted that these young people today, you young leaders and presidents of all these organizations, are coming together to put this wonderful event on, and I understand with a terrifically responsive attendance level, which really heartens me. I'm grateful for this, both for the mental health community and certainly for our clients. My gosh, the multi-traumatized in many levels in our society today, and populations worldwide, and certainly here in Hawaii, in our beloved Hawaii. So I'm really excited about reading all the titles of the workshops and the abundance of diversity in that. I've been wanting and writing about and speaking about this sense of interconnectedness for many, many years, and recently in an article, but about this whole concept of the oneness and interconnectivity and indivisibility and all these new wonderful words being used: intersectionality, interdependence, interreliance, which is Maria Bowen's, my colleague's word, which I love, interreliance. That's being reflected and modeled in this solidarity that this conference is expressing, rather than more separation and as we see too abundantly in the wider cultures in our world at all levels. And so I've often talked recently in speeches about the bouquet. Others call it, the indivisibility and so on, but the bouquet that we're putting together from so many different perspectives, licenses, movements, callings for more justice and engagement and equity. And I see it as a beautiful bouquet that, for me, is bound and held together by the ribbon of Carl Rogers' values. That's my perspective of empathy and prizing and respect and deep listening and authenticity, and trying to really be uniquely ourselves and not little rote models of some system. Well, that's probably enough. You probably have a lot to talk about, and as a group. And I know one of the fears might be that our different licenses, if we become too blended or too cooperative, I don't think that's a risk, that we might lose our individuality and our own individuation as foci for our licenses. But I think each of us, social work and MFTs and psychologists and psychiatrists, and certainly mental health counselors, all are going to be needed in these troubling and challenging and period of hopefully of opportunities ahead to heal this individuals, ourselves, our relationships, our planet, our political arenas, our justice arenas in every way. I see this seminal conference as so signaling of possibilities. I better stop. Thank you for listening. And love to you all.